Hey, what's up, guys? I'm gonna make a quick little video. I forgot to cover on the Ebanie Bridges versus Shannon Courtenay fight. I wanted to kind of make a I wanted to make a um I guess a criticism towards the fight alone. I think for this fight, it was a damn good fight. I liked it. This is what women's boxing does need. Two hungry ladies that came to win. But I don't know, something kind of made me think in that fight a little bit weird. And I'm not too sure either. There could have been some cheating, maybe. Not too sure. But I'm going to leave that there because I do kind of think that this fight itself could have went either way. It was a good fight to see where it was going to go, but I really do felt like Ebony was a good, matchup for Shannon. I'm going to probably just make my thoughts on this. I'm not really going to go further to say that I think Shannon cheated in this fight, because I do kind of have something in the back of my head that told me that this could have been a fixed fight because sometimes there could be cheating in a fight. You never know. But it seems like it was a pretty fair, clean fight. But sometimes clean fights could be susceptible for dirty fights. Whether if it's looking like that it's clean, but you have to look at it from a proper angle. Because last time I checked from Shannon's last fight, she was not hurting women like that to bust up Ebony's eye, which I've never seen anything like that from her. So it seems a little bit, yeah, seems a little bit, you know, fishy right there. I'm not too sure. But either way, the fight was good. Ebony gave it her all. She made Shannon work hard for her punches, but I think Shannon, she did get hurt in that fight. Definitely from the fourth and eighth round. It was very close. I mean, either round could have went either way, and I think it pretty much showed a lot of questions about Shannon's fighting style, and I think Shannon definitely needs to give Ebony a rematch if she is successful against Rachel Ball, which I believe Rachel is going to fight Shannon for the title. It seems about right. Rachel is the WBC interim champion, but I don't think that makes sense because Shannon is a titleist, so she could just go for other titles. She should just go for the WBO and rematch Ebony. I would like to see that fight. Rematch number two definitely needs to come into the works. But if Rachel's going to be the next opponent, a lot of people for somehow in Britain want to call for that fight. I personally don't think that's really a good fight because Rachel, she's coming from her recovery of COVID. That's what I hear, but I don't really see that coming into fruition. And I think if anything, it's probably going to be either a title defense against Rachel or it's going to be a title fight with another champion. And I think it would make all the sense in the world to fight Johan Luna for the WBC title because Johan Luna, she's a WBC champion. And why not just go for another belt and then fight Rachel? You have more say in earning a lot of money. But I don't think Rachel should just be the next fight because that could be a risky fight where if she does lose, which I don't, really care, even if she does win, lose, or draw, because every fighter has to go through that motion. Yes, I understand you're trying to become the best, but I think if you're looking at it from a business angle, it would be good to take a fight in Johan Luna because that will be a fight that will be very competitive. I'm not too sure who holds the IBF. Uh, I'm almost positive that it's another lady that I don't know. And I wanted to, probably just stick with the fights that Shannon could possibly go with. And I think that would be good to go into consideration for because it really makes a lot of sense in the world. And I think it makes all the sense on where things can be. So I think it's going to be really good to see where things are gonna go for, you know, Shannon's career. But where does Ebony go from here? Where does her legacy go? Because I really do think it's probably coming to a point where could Ebony just need to move up and weight, or is she good at bantamweight? Like, it seems like that she's a little bit too big for the division, and maybe she needs to move up so that way, her power could really help her. But I think she's fine. She seems to be in a good spot. I mean, going up to 122 doesn't seem too much of a bad start. I mean, that's what I was thinking that Ebony was going to do. But it just seemed really weird in that fight alone. Where either Ebony, she just didn't utilize enough defense, or there just could have been something fishy of cheating that I didn't see out of that fight. And it just seemed abnormal. That's really what I'm saying. Not saying that Shannon is a cheater, but we do know that British fighters do have a history of cheating, so we really can't trust that as boxing fans or boxing analysts like myself. And I think that needs to be talked about because Shannon is a good fighter. I'm not taking anything against her, but I swear, if I were to catch cheating and not see it right away, I would say something about it. But it just felt weird. The fight, was good overall. But I wouldn't just expect a girl like Shannon to really come that far in a fight of hurting somebody like Ebony and like almost annihilating her eye. But good enough that she's still doing well. Definitely if they rematch, Ebony really needs to utilize a bit more defense, and definitely she'll be back on top because, just because you lose a title fight doesn't bring you back that far. You're only like a couple placements or a couple ranking points behind, so I think she'll be fine. So either way, that's what I wanted to say. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys for everything, and I'll catch y'all later. Goodbye.